Hello everyone, Red Stapler here, and I'm going to be taking you a lap around Daytona International Speedway in the Kia Optima GTS. This was a Pirelli World Challenge car that started racing around 2012 through about 2016, I want to say. And it is a front-wheel drive family sedan-based car. It has about 380 horsepower and is capable of hitting speeds up to 160 miles an hour here at Daytona. And we're going to take a look at a lap. I'm going to point out a few key things that I'm looking for as I'm driving and a couple of technique things to maybe consider. And then we'll watch a full speed lap at speed, and you can just enjoy seeing me do the best that I can. This is a pretty hot lap that we're on, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so here we are. We're about to enter turn one. And I am looking ahead here. I want to see this pole and this line right here as my braking point. So I am looking for those. And as you can see, I'm on the brakes pretty hard here. It's about 75–80% brake pressure. And we're just going to bring the car right in. We're just going to hold the brakes. We're going to hold the steering wheel. There's a bump there that I got caught out on, so I had to make a big correction. You probably won't have to do that on a normal lap. And then we're just going to start picking up the power. Just to back up a little bit here. I'm trying to get as close to this tire barrier as I can without actually hitting it. So we're just going to come right past these tires. The car's got plenty of space here. And we just want to ride this inside line here right on the grass. And we're looking for the yellow curb on the outside so that we can pick up on it. And that's going to take us through the first corner. All right, so turn one is out of the way. Turn two is a very straightforward kink. There's a yellow curb on the right side of the track that we're going to look to clip with the right side tires. We don't want to be too far to the right as we're coming out of turn one so that we have room here. So we're just going to bounce over this curb, then we're looking for this curb here. There's some gravel in this inside here, so don't hit this right here. And you just want to clip that second curb and bring the car on down to the next corner. The next turn is going to be the International Horseshoe. We want to brake just about where the car is going to be even with these cones. There's not really a great marker because it's way off to the right here. I don't really even see this guy in VR. But we've picked up on the brakes here as the cones are getting to about the middle of the windshield. And we're just going to do a hard braking event. We're going to start to trail off of this brake pedal as we start to turn into the corner. And we're going to bring it around. We're just looking to get it right onto the curbing in the middle of the corner here. So the car is going to slide a little bit. And it's probably going to understeer being a front-wheel drive car. So we're just looking to get it placed here so that we've got a nice tight line or taking the shortest way around. And now we're looking to get out to the exit of the corner. There's a bit of black curbing on the left here, and we want to try and place the car so that we're following this yellow or white line, and we're going to just clip the edge of the black curbing here. There's a little wee tiny bit of asphalt runoff that we can use, and then we're going to be headed down to the kink. Now here at the kink, there's a key landmark to look for. This is a fast corner that you can pretty much take full throttle. You can see right here, the track starts to, the track splits for the motorcycle version of the road course. You can see these cones here that are blocking you off. But what you're looking for to turn the steering wheel is going to be this this spot right here where there's a bit of an angle to the pavement. And we're going to be looking at the inside here. There's a lot of curb on the inside that we can clip. So we'll just go ahead and do that. You can see I've gotten into the wheel pretty good. We're just looking to clip this curb with the left side tires. Stay to the left as much as we can because the car wants to come over here to the right. And then we're going to use these cones as our brake marker. And we're going to get on the brakes for the next horseshoe. The West Horseshoe is very long. It takes a lot of patience. I've got the car turned in here, and now I'm just giving it some maintenance throttle. We're staying tight all the way around. We're looking for this yellow curb. We're going to pick up on that, and then we're going to power out of the corner. And we're going to come down to the next corner here. We're looking for right about here where this pavement transition happens. So you've got the motorcycle, or I think this is the student course. We've got our 100 brake marker here. But we're looking at this row of cones because we want to just right here where this little bit of grass is in between the two pieces of pavement, we're going to use that as our brake marker, and we're going to get on the brakes. Again, this car requires a bit of a delicate touch because the ABS in it isn't too good. So we're going to get to about 75% pedal pressure. And when we get to the end of this yellow curbing, we're going to turn the wheel in and start looking to our left to find the apex of the corner. So we've got the car turned in now, and we're just looking at this yellow. We're looking to place the left side tires right onto the apex right here. We might even brush the grass ever so slightly. And it's just a lot of steering wheel. This is a qualifying lap, so we don't care about our tires too much. So we're just going to go ahead and crank the wheel. We're going to start feeding in that power because we want to have as much speed as we possibly can to get out onto the banking. And we're just looking for our exit up onto the banking. There's a bit of grass on the left side here that dictates the exit of the corner. And we're just going to want to place the car right here. Chances are you're going to want to check your mirror. There's probably going to be a GT3 car that wants to come up the right side here. Basically the slower cars get the inside line for this corner so that they can stay on the low line. And the faster cars will be coming around the outside to go up onto the high line here. And now we're onto the banking, so this is just straightforward. Just hold the gas pedal down, go up through the gears, and steer your way to the bus stop. So we're coming around the back straightaway now. We've moved up to the right. We want to be up against the wall here because the next turn is going to be a left-hand corner. And we're just looking ahead. We're going to start seeing our braking markers. And there's a couple of landmarks here that I will point out to you that we'll use to get the car settled in for the bus stop. And so here is our 2 marker. This is what I use as my braking point. On a qualifying lap, you can maybe go a little bit further beyond this, but we mostly want to start getting on the brakes here so that we can go down from 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and we're going to be in 3rd gear to get the car into the bus stop. So as you can see, I've gotten on the brakes very hard here, and I'm going to start trailing off of the brakes. We're coming down to 3rd gear. We got to get the car in on the curbs. Basically, you just clip each of these curbs. So 2nd curb, 3rd curb, we're just looking to clip that with the right side tires. Then the left side on this last curb here, there's a good bit of curb that you can use there. It's pretty common to get a 1X as you go through the bus stop. So, practice it until you can do that without getting a 1X. But it's not the end of the world in the race unless you're facing a DQ in the near future. Since this is a league race that I'm instructing for, we don't necessarily have to worry about our safety ratings. So, but good sportsmanship, we'd like you to stay in the lines. So here, this is an interesting spot on the track, and you would think I wouldn't have to tell you about anything because we're just coming onto a straightaway. But there's a bit of a crest right here as you're coming past the Sunoco sign. And what's going to happen is the Kia, being a front-wheel drive car that suddenly finds itself going 242 kilometers an hour, it's going to actually spin the front tires a little bit, and it's going to want to pull itself up to the wall here. If you're watching this and you're driving a GT3 car, I'm very sorry, but chances are someone's going to juke to the right here and catch you off guard. You're going to want to just follow the Kia and let them get out of the way. Because of the way the car just goes over this here. So you can see that I've still got the wheel cranked and the car just slid over to the right here. And now we're coming around to the start-finish straight. And this is just tri-oval, nothing exciting here. You're in 6th gear, you're going 260 kilometers an hour. And we're looking to pick up on our braking point, which I will reiterate here. We've got a 100 marker here. We've got this pole right here that we're looking at. And the pole and the line on the pavement are going to be what we use to set ourselves up. So pretty much a little bit before, like when I've got the pole good and sighted in the Kia, I will go ahead and just start getting into the brakes. This is a very long braking zone. We kind of covered it already, but I just thought I'd go over it one more time. You're turning a little bit as you're coming in, so you can't get too hard on the brakes. And we just want to pick up on turn 1 here to get the car sighted in. So that's a lap of Daytona. I will go ahead and show a full speed lap. We'll do one in the cockpit, and then we'll do one from the chase cam so that you can see how the car is placed on the track.